Okay, so yeah, hi guys, welcome to another video. So thank you for those that have watched my previous vlogs and commented and liked and subscribed, and yeah, said that the content is great. We are improving compared to when we started, so hopefully we get better. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe, like, and comment as well. There's videos that you can watch and try catch up. So highly requested. I'm laughing because Mighty and I normally just say, no one asked you, and people on YouTube say, I was asked. In my case, I did ask, I did get asked. Gulani specifically messaged me on Instagram. She was like, vlog ya shot, and I was like, yes, I know. I'm gonna do a cost breakdown like I did with the Thailand trip. So she was saying that she's planning a trip with her friend, so I must do a detailed cost breakdown. I was like, don't worry, that's something that I'll do for you. And then she also then just said everything is expensive. She was checking on bookings.com, and I was like, I will beat you, because why are you checking on bookings.com when Agoda is there? She's like, yes, I did check as well. So I learned quite a few tricks on the Thailand one. I was like, oh, my heart just melted. So I love you guys so much. So I hope that the videos are really helpful for you guys when you want to plan your trips, and they come in handy. Let me just move this a bit so that it's that way. Yeah, so I hope these videos are really helpful for you guys if you want to plan a trip. So I went to Thailand with Clive. For those that don't know, Clive is technically my cousin, because he is my aunt's child. We grew up together, but yeah, he feels like he's my baby brother. He's okay. I'm not that older than him. We're like 3 years apart, but yeah, we grew up together. We've grown together, and yeah, we just gel together. When we talk about, like, we're very similar in a lot of ways. I think that's why we get along so well. And yeah, I think in the family, when they talk about trustworthy people, Nalit life would come up versus everyone else. Everyone else, it will just be me and Clive. So yeah, that's how Clive is related to me. He's my aunt's child. Yeah, so our grandfathers basically are, my grandfather is the older brother, and then his grandfather is the younger brother to my grandfather. So yeah, that's how we're related. So how the trip came about, I was like, I don't want to be here for my 30th birthday, here being South Africa. I don't want to be here for my 30th birthday. And I had just come from a trip with my friends to Thailand. We went to Thailand for this year already, in 2024 we went to Thailand, and I was like, I don't want to stress them with now having to like do another trip and then we go. So Clive was like, let's go. So yeah, initially I was gonna go alone if Clive didn't come with him. He was like, I'm there, I'm ready, let's do it. So similar to what we did with Thailand, we started saving. I think we did a similar cost as what we were saving with my friends for Thailand. We did 2,000 per month. I just don't remember when exactly we started saving, but it was somewhere last year, before my Thailand trip. So when I was finishing up Thailand, because everything was already paid then we started saving for Dubai, because the plan was in December we were to buy flight tickets, right? So yeah, before I get into the flight tickets, I think just to note, Thailand, we didn't have any, which doesn't require a visa, but if you're South African and you're planning on traveling to Dubai, the first thing that you must consider is that you need a visa to enter the UAE. So you need to have a visa. So the first cost that we used for the trip is, well, we did it later on, but I think the starting point would just be to factor in before the flights factor in, okay, with flights, accommodation, and then important thing is you also need a visa as well. So the visa we used in Pendulo Limited, their service was amazing, very convenient. Like when you talk about paying for convenience, it's that. I'll put the email and the number if you want to use them. The cost was 4,000 per person, and what I like about the process or the cost altogether is that it includes the entire process of doing the visa applications. They do everything for you, and then it also comes with travel insurance as well should anything happen. So yeah, that was the first cost, 4,000. So Nalit Life together paid around around 8, yeah, sorry, why am I saying 7? Around 8k for the visas with travel insurance as well. Yeah, the service, like I said, was very convenient, amazing. We did not have to stress. We sent through everything. They did everything for us, and then we had our visa, I think, within a week and a few days. So it was quite quick, efficient, 10 out of 10. Would I use them again? Definitely I would. So that's the starting point. You need a visa to enter the UAE. And then Clive and I did the planning, and he just showed up, got back, similar to what my friends did with the Thailand trip. I enjoy planning things, so it wasn't a big deal. So when we started saving, I told him by December we need to be buying flight tickets when they are still cheaper, so that we get that out of the way, and then we can then focus on the next big item, which is then accommodation, right? So in December or early Jan, one of the two, I just don't remember the exact time when we bought the flights, but it was ridiculously cheap. So the cost of the flights, return flights that is, so from SA to Qatar, from Qatar to Dubai, the total cost of that for Clive and I was 18,600. Yeah, 18,600. So when you divide that by one person, it's basically 9,300 for the flight. So it's a return ticket, like I said. So one person 9,000. For the two of us, it cost 18,000. So I got that 6 months or so before the actual trip, so that we could get it as cheaper as possible. And then we flew Qatar Airways, which was great. Their food was way better than Emirates, the food that we had at Emirates, and they feed you constantly. That's what I liked about Qatar. Like as soon as we sat down, flight was out, like within, I think, probably 30 minutes we got drinks and a snack, and then after that we got meals. So their food is quite consistent. Also, you can ask for drinks or like without getting complaints. So we flew Qatar. Initially, when we were at the airport, I was so mad. I don't know if I included, I don't think I included that part in the video. When we were checking into, we checked into our flights online, got to the airport. Firstly, their service at the airport was so slow. That's the part that I didn't like. They were so slow, they were dragging their feet. So a tip, if you're flying Qatar, we were late because Clive had to buy things before the actual trip, which was very, like, I didn't get that. But yeah, we didn't even go to the lounge because he just was late and he had to go shopping for things last minute. So I get that we were late, but we stood in the queue for 1 hour 30 minutes before, like in the queue, and it was not, like, I kid you not guys, it was not moving. It was so slow. We had to run. And then when they were checking the visas, they made a mistake with one of the numbers, and then they were like, yeah, but this visa is not valid. And we're just like, it is. Yeah, now thinking about it, I'm getting even more mad. My nephew says that a lot. I am getting even more mad, money. We waited, yeah, the service, check in your bags, horrible, 0 out of 10. So get there at least 3 hours before, because it's ridiculous. It was the worst I've ever had. I think at that point I was literally regretting flying Qatar instead of Emirates. But as soon as we went through everything else, the guy apologized. No, I'm so sorry for missing a number. Like, hey, bring our things, let's go. And then we had to like rush to board because boarding had already started. Even prior to that, on their side, when they were busy inputting our info, checking our info, it said that Clive was already boarding, but he was still at the thingy, at the point where we check in our bags, which was quite confusing. So yeah, besides the service being horrible when you check in and the process taking so long, people are there but they're just walking around and not doing anything. Yeah, that's the only thing I hated about Qatar, at OR Tambo, that is the Qatar service there. Horrible, 0 out of 10 for that. But the experience while flying, great, amazing, 10 out of 10. Food, great. Yeah, anyway, this video is not about that, so let me get back to what it was. Again, flights, 2 people, 18,000. I'll try to put like a snippet of everything together. If you want to ever take a screenshot, then you can. I'll do like a 1 person versus 2 people. So 18k for flights, and then 9,000 per person for the flights, right? So that's the flight, the visa is covered. And then the next big item was the accommodation. So I think what we initially did with our first international trip, to find a place that's very simple and then a nicer place. That's everything that I'm going to do on my trips. For all my trips, I'm going to do two different hotels. I'm never going to stay in one place the whole time or the whole trip. So for accommodation, for the first accommodation, we stayed at Jivora. It's one of the tallest hotels in the world. Well, it is the tallest hotel in the world, not one of. The views were incredible. We asked for, not we, why am I saying we? I must give myself credit. I asked for a room on the top floor, so we could have stunning views. And I'll try to put pictures, but I think you've seen from the videos. I'll try add videos as well. We stayed on the 52nd floor. I think it has 70 something floors, but it was not high, but it was okay. It was high. For that, we stayed from the 14th to the 19th. How many days is that? 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. It's like 6 days or so. 6 or 5 days. Because the 14th is the day that we were landing, and I just had to book a separate room so we could just have somewhere to check in our bags and then shower and then go while we wait to check into our other room. So we got to Dubai around 3 a.m. and then we got our room. We slept. We didn't have 2 rooms for that. I just booked 1 room, and then we slept in 1 room. And then when we woke up, we had breakfast. Then we checked into our other separate rooms, as you would have seen in the part 1 vlog. So for Jivora, the cost of 6 days was 11,824. That's for 2 people. So if you split that into 1 person, so if you're going alone, you would basically pay 5.9, around 5,900, and this includes breakfast as well, which is always great. Just another tip, I've said this so many times, if you are going on a trip, just make sure you cover breakfast, then you can worry about lunch and supper. It makes things and life so much easier and more manageable. So yeah, we paid that for Hotel 1 Jivora. I'll put pictures of the hotel. So we stayed for 6 days. The service was great. We didn't have any issues with it. The views were stunning from our rooms. It had a nice pool as well. So yeah, it was great. It was great. I would definitely go back to that hotel. The breakfast was okay. It was not the best, but yeah, it was just okay. But it was great. Right, so that's Hotel 1, and then towards the end of the trip, we then went to Accommodation 2, which was Paramount Hotel Midtown. This one was gorgeous. It was so stunning. The views were great. You guys would have seen I don't know how to describe it, but it had a balcony as well. And I think the selling point for me was the pool view from that, because a lot of people go to Dubai and they go to a beach club to get like nice views of the Burj or like an infinity pool type of thing. we had that at our hotel, and I was like, okay, this is a selling point. If we stay here, then we can get nice cute pictures of the view in the pool. Then we don't have to pay 4,000 for an entrance into a beach club to get stunning views. So that was the thought process behind the second hotel. So for there we stayed for 3 days. We stayed for 3 days, 2 nights, and 1 day. So from Thursday all the way. And then we paid for that 13,000 for the 2 of us. Again, this included breakfast, and then you could access the pool as well at any time. And for one person that would cost around 6,500. Very important. I used the same app. Again, I'll try put it in Agoda. I used this. Please focus. Is it focused? Yeah, I'll try insert it. So this is Agoda. It has like nice, let me just show you what the app looks like. Oh man, yes, I'm notified. Agoda, that's how you spell it. I use this to book our accommodation, so Jivora as well as Paramount Hotel. I used Agoda, I think. So, but also another very important tip, sometimes it helps to just check the websites as well. I think actually I booked Jivora via Agoda, and then when I was trying to book Paramount, I was having issues. They were saying there is no, oh yes, I remember when I was trying to book via Agoda, they were saying there are no longer rooms available. So what I did, I then went on the website for a Paramount Hotel Midtown, and then I booked directly from them. They don't want payment immediately, but when you get to when you get to the hotel, before you when you check in, then you make the payment. So that's what we did. I went directly to their website, and they had like a discount as well, so I booked directly on the website, and then I requested the normal things that I would request. Can it be on a high floor? All of those things. So that's the app that I used for booking. And then for accommodation, just to close off accommodation and flights, we then had a 14-hour layover in Doha when we were coming back to SA. So we then booked a hotel because we were not going to be walking around with bags, and sometimes you're tired and you want to take a nap before you like go out on the streets. We stayed at Stegenberger, I think, if I'm pronouncing it correctly, in Doha, and we paid 2,000. It was just for 1 night. But we were not staying the night. We were gonna check in like before, because our flight was at 2 a.m. So we checked in very early. As soon as we got to Doha, they allowed us to check in because the room was ready. Checked in, and then we just requested for 1 room, 2 single beds, and then Clive wanted to sleep, I think, and then I was like, I'm not paying 9k to come here and sleep. I saw us, and then I left. But so for Doha we paid 2,000 for the hotel. I just don't remember if it included breakfast. No, I didn't include breakfast because I was like, we're not gonna even be there for breakfast. So it was just that, and then we left. So that closes off accommodation, flights, and the visa stuff, right? So, and then activities. Dubai is expensive. Is it expensive? Yeah, it is expensive. It is definitely expensive. But if you save and you plan for your trip, I think it's manageable, which is what I told Gulani as well. You just need to save enough. I think at one point Nalit Life tapped out of saving, and we had to then for 1 month put in a ridiculous amount of money. But our savings did help, I think, because we started spending our own money on day 3 of the trip, like topping up, because Uber was just ridiculous. So activities, we went to Aya Universe. So Aya Universe, the tickets for 2 people was 1,000. So each person would have would pay 500 for an entrance, and then you have access to all of those rooms with And just to also add, the people at Aya Universe, the people that actually work there, will take stunning videos of you. I think you would have seen on Instagram, and again, I'll try to put a video here on Instagram as well as on TikTok, and yeah, on YouTube as well. They take incredible pictures and videos of you if you want to take videos. So that was helpful. That was a great activity. And there's no time limit as well, so you can stay however long you want. So that was 1,000 for the two of us. And then we also did sky view. Would I recommend someone to do sky view? I don't know. Actually, no, I wouldn't. But it has nice views of, if you're not doing the famous, is it Aura something, sky pool, whatever, then definitely do sky view. It has a stunning view of the palm. We didn't stay there for long because it was just too hot. That's another thing. If I could go back, I would definitely do the afternoon slot, maybe when it's a bit cooler, because we just couldn't. Everything, it was too hot to do anything. So we didn't stay there for long. But we also got VIP passes, whatever, so we couldn't avoid the long queue. So everywhere we had to enter, we would go first. That was 1,800, and then per person that's 900, right? And then was it the highlight? No, it wasn't the highlight of the trip. Well, for Clive's highlight of the trip was the desert safari. This was great. We went to Kara something. Let me just find it so I'm saying the correct thing. Kara something. And then for that I booked on Klook. Yeah, I used Klook, ne? I used Klook for these things. Let me see, bookings. Caravanserai, that's where we went for the desert safari. Let me just show you. And then this is what we paid. Can you see? Yeah, it was 2,000 for two people, right? So just to cover the itinerary for this, for the desert safari, people normally go to another desert. I don't know what it's called, but it was just too packed when I saw the pictures and videos, so we opted for this one because I felt like it was nicer and yeah, it was not as crowded. So we paid 2,000. Before you are like, that's too much. No, the 2,000 includes pickup from your hotel. So no matter where you're booked, they will come pick you up at a specified time and then bring you back to your hotel as well. So it includes transport. Then there is a buffet option as well. So when we were there, we had food. This includes dessert as well, drinks, unlimited drinks except for alcohol. If you are getting alcohol, then you pay for the alcohol, but we had soft drinks, unlimited. They give you water constantly. It included a camel ride, and then we also stopped in the desert to get pictures of the sunset. I think you guys have seen the views from the desert, so they stopped for that as well. And then it includes the show, the dancers, the fire show as well, and you also get a henna, so the hand painting thing that I had in part 2 of the video. So that's all included in, and a camel ride. Yeah, so it includes all of those things. And yeah, it was quite reasonable because it's 1,000 per person for all of those things. So I used Klook. I'll put a picture of Klook here before Bongani is like, yeah, Daisy's just fiddling through a thingy. But you guys have seen Klook before. That's what it looks like. Is it focused? Yeah. So that's what I used to pay for the desert booking. And then the boat cruise. Guys, we fought for our lives to get to the boat cruise. It was stunning. It looked like the Titanic. I thought it would be something completely different, but it was also 2,000 for the boat. It was 1 hour 30 minutes for it, and then you have to go to the Dubai Marina. It was with exclusive boats, I think. I also used Klook to book for it. Let me just see. Look. Yeah, the Yacht experience. What is this? It was also 2,000. Let me just show you guys. It was also 2,000, so for 2 people for 1.5 hours. And then again, similar, you get unlimited drinks. There's also food options there, and then they will take pictures of you as well that you can pay for if you want. Stunning views. It was a sunset one, so yeah, it was great. They had music. It was lovely. So that was 2,000. And then Abu Dhabi. I think Abu Dhabi was the highlight of my trip for me personally. Abu Dhabi, as well as the birthday experience at Doors, which we'll get to a bit later on. So guys, I'll do this a bit later. Let me just break down all the activities before I start. We went to the Louvre Museum at Abu Dhabi. So we paid 600 for that, so it's 300 per person for entrance into the museum, and then you can spend however many time. You can spend however long you need to spend. Like, it's not restrictive in terms of, oh, you need to be here for an hour. So the 300, but because Nalit Life it was busy on that day, we had 3 activities to do, so we're like in and out, take pictures, go. So we started off at, okay, let me start with the order of the day. We started off with the Grand Mosque. At the Grand Mosque, it's completely free. You do not have to pay anything for it. You just have to do a registration process where you get your number, name, everything else. And then, yeah. So that was free. Then after the Grand Mosque, we then had to rush to the Louvre Museum, which I already mentioned the cost. It was 600 for 2 people, so 300 per person. And we didn't spend much time there because we were there to like look at the Atnyana, take pictures, next runway, let's go, next location. So we literally spent less than an hour. We're like, hey, we're busy, let's go. But it was great. We got it done. So from the museum, the Louvre Museum, we then went to Sadiyat Beach Club. Oh babe, that was great. Like, the views were stunning, as you guys saw in location 3, I think, in the previous video. It was incredible. The food, incredible. Okay, so for the Sadiyat Beach Club, if you go on a Tuesday, so I had to move our activities around just to accommodate for us being there on, was it a Tuesday or Wednesday? I'll just have to double check. Yeah, but when you go to their website, there's a Tuesday, or is it a Wednesday, or on a Wednesday actually, I'm like, on a Wednesday, you can get, there's an entrance fee, and then a portion of that goes towards your food and beverages, right? So for the Sadiyat Beach Club, we paid 1.9 for 2 people, so that's 900 per person, and then 400 of that 900 goes towards your food and drinks, and then if you obviously exceed that limit, then you have to top up and pay, which we also had to do because we got chips and wings and drinks. So yeah, that's how much it cost at Sadiyat. And then they give you a towel, and then you can access the beach as well. You can access the, what do they call those things, the couches, yeah, what do they call it? Yeah, you get a towel as well. So that's how much it would cost you to do the Sadiyat Beach Club. It was 1,900, and then yeah, out of that 1,900, 400 or 800 of that goes towards your food and drinks. So that's the option that we talked about. Yeah, so I've covered the activities. I don't think I'm missing anything. I hope I covered everything. We covered accommodation, we covered activity. Oh, I think I forgot as well. So for my birthday celebration, we celebrated my birthday at Doors at the Dubai Mall. It was the highlight of my trip. Like I've said, it was absolutely amazing. I love them so much. Their food was too good. We had starters, we had mains, drinks, and dessert, and the total cost of that was around 2,700. Yeah, around 2,700. So yeah, that's Doors, and I think I've covered everything that I needed to cover, right? Yeah, I did. So tips traveling to Dubai. Firstly, I normally use Klook. So for the airport transfers, when I first got to Dubai, when we first got there, I used Klook as well. I think it was 400 for the transfers from the airport to Chivora, our first hotel. You paid 400. Like even if your flight is delayed, they keep track of the flight. You just input your flight number and then they wait for you, drop you off at your hotel, no issues. So if you want to avoid the Uber stresses, the downloading of apps, whatever, book it via Klook so that you are at ease, and then once you know how things work in the specific country, then you are good to go. So I booked via Klook. It was 422. They picked us up at the airport, dropped us off in an air-conditioned car. Nice. I never had issues with them. Even when we were in Thailand, we did the same thing. I booked via Klook, and yeah, they were just there waiting for us, right? And the second tip is for traveling or getting anywhere in Dubai, please save yourself and use the Kareem app. Do I still have it? Use Kareem to get around. It's CAR. Do I still have it, or did I uninstall it? Kareem. Yeah, I did uninstall it. Let me just show you. There it is. The green one. Kareem. That's what you need to download to get around in Dubai. They have Teslas there, so you can select a Tesla if you want to, get that experience. But it's way cheaper than the normal Uber. Uber is ridiculously expensive. So that's tip number 2. Make sure you get the Kareem app. Secondly, we also went to the Gold Souk. Well, not secondly. I forgot what I'm on tip number now. We went to the Gold Souk when I had to buy an abaya. I tried to find places that we could go, but they were just too far. I was like, hey, let me just go to the Gold Souk to find my abaya. I think it was around 700. But initially the guy wanted to sell it to me for 1,500 or something. I said, what? No. So when you go to the Gold Souk, don't talk to people, guys. Just like they will bother you. If you've been to Small Street and those ladies and your hair is not done, how they follow you and they call you princess, they will do the same. There's people roaming around telling you, no, I can save you money, I can do this. Don't even entertain. Like, don't listen to anyone. Just go, get into the shops, look around yourself, and then just do everything yourself. So yeah, and then also negotiate. Do not be afraid to just be like Lankrel and then walk out. That's what I did. Clive was like, yo, that's a drama. I was like, when he told me the price, I was like, huh? And then I walked away. Like, I literally walked 2 blocks and he was following. He was like, no, my friend, come. And then I went back and I got my abaya for 700. I was like, I'm not gonna be scammed in a foreign country. No. So yeah, Gold Souk. And yeah, negotiate. Don't just take the first prize that they give you. You must negotiate, right? So that's the first one. The second thing is money wise, we withdrew cash. I don't know, I'm never one to just do this exchange what things. I just go to an ATM and I withdraw money. I use my Capitec card Let me just see how much they charged for a withdrawal. I'll tell you now. Capitec charges 80 rand. Huh? This is Dubai, yeah? 80 rand for a international withdrawal. Just withdraw however much you will need, and then you're done. Pay 80 rand. That's what I did. I didn't do this exchange things. I don't even know how it works. So I used my Capitec card, and then, but Dubai is very, you can swipe, you can get around with swiping as well. Let me see. And I think a processing fee for swiping, but some places you would need cash, like the Gold Souk, you would need cash mostly. Let's see. Yeah, like the normal international processing fee is around what, 5 rand, 2 rand. Yeah, at around 5 rand at most, 5 rand, 3 rand. So you can get away with swiping, but like I said, for the Gold Souk, if you're going to buy perfumes as well, you need to, what's this? You need to have cash, right? So that's on that. And then for the second, well, we spent 14 hours in Doha. Tips for Doha. Oh gosh, what a nightmare. Not in a bad way, but in Doha, at the airport, they do not allow Ubers, and yeah, they do not allow Ubers. Lost it found told me that, you know what, don't even bother with Uber, because yeah, like literally when you go to the Uber app, the Uber app is used in the country, but they do not, like, there's, I don't know, there's taxis that are there at the airport, but they charge ridiculous amounts of money. According to the lady, she was like, no, just go up, take the metro, and then it will drop you off, and then ask them, show them your hotel, they'll tell you which station to get off, and then request from there. So that's what we did. So if you're going to Doha or Qatar, just know that they do not, you can't just say you'll get there in Uber from the airport. But I saw when I was trying to book the airport transfer from here, from home, before we went, it was like ridiculous. It was like 900 or something for airport transfers, and then the hotel is like 20 minutes from the airport. I was like, am I crazy? I'm not paying for that. So we didn't pay for it, because why is it even more expensive than Dubai for Doha? Oh, what, guys? No. So I didn't pay for that. So what Clive and I did is we took the metro. I think it was less than 200 for the two of us to get a ticket. So we got a ticket, and then the ticket dropped us at the station close to the hotel. That's where the problem then started, because we didn't have a SIM card. I thought my Vodafone SIM card would work, because when I was still at the airport, not Vodafone, Vodacom, it would work. When I was still at the airport, it was working, but when I got there, like, things changed. I couldn't do anything, so we had to like wait around for taxis. Some didn't want to pay with a card, and then eventually we found a guy with a card, only to find out that our hotel from our station is like a 5-minute walk. We could have walked, but yeah, we ended up just paying. So yeah, I think I've covered everything that I wanted to cover. Let me just see what else did I miss. I don't think I missed anything. So yeah, that's just a breakdown of our trip, Doha, Dubai, and yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, or you want me to, I don't know, explain something further, please comment and let me know what you want me to explain, or what was not clear in the video, and then I will definitely like help you guys out. Like I said, if you are like too nervous to even think, like the thought of booking anything yourself, you are just like shivering and shaking in your boots, and you're like, oh my gosh, I cannot do this, like, do not hesitate to call me, and I will do everything for you, and then you don't have to stress or worry. But yeah, that's basically how I'm breaking down our trip to Dubai. What else did I add? Oh, guys, Dubai is expensive. Okay, I've said this before. Also, food wise, actually, let me just add that food wise, like McDonald's, Clive and I had McDonald's and KFC, like it was 400 for the two of us, which is not bad, but yeah, that's the price of food in Dubai. But again, also guys, when you're on trips, stop converting, just save as much as you can and then go there and chop life, come back and then be shocked by your bank balance, because that's what we did. We were like shocked, we were like but definitely it helps to save before going on the actual trip. Save for activities we booked before we went to Dubai. The only thing that we paid for when we got there was the Aya Universe, as well as the Sadiyat Beach Club. Everything else I booked while I was still in SA, because I did not want the stress of, or the admin of, like trying to figure out what to do on the day. What else did we want to do that we didn't get to do? We wanted to do the Burj Khalifa thing, but we were just like, no, because we had the view from our hotel 1 as well as hotel 2, so we just thought not worth it. Yeah, so that's basically how much everything costs. And yeah, I would definitely advise, go to Dubai, guys. It's amazing. Do Doha as well. Doha is great. I feel like it owes me something because I didn't get to like do anything besides go to the mall, which was great. So the only thing that we did in Doha was go to Vendome Mall. There's a couple of things that the lady at the Stegenburg recommended in Doha. She's actually South African. She was so happy to see South Africa. She was like, Then I went to her, I was like, where can I go? I'll put it in the description because I can't find it now. But she recommended the Pearl, Vendome Mall, and then the something mall as well. I'll put it in the comments, or I'll add it just below so that you can see if you are in Doha. She then just said that those are the best places to go or see. But yeah, I think I am just talking for the sake of talking now. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I will catch you guys on the next video. Please don't forget to comment, like, and if you have any questions, I am happy to help. Please ask your questions and I'll answer. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I will catch you guys on on the next vlog.